Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. It all depends on the time you're watching this. Today, something just dawned upon me. Sorry, I'm just at the same time, I'm just trying to draft an email. Something dawned upon me today, and I thought I'd just share this message across to anyone that might be in this situation or getting themselves into this sort of situation. Um, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine today, actually, two of my friends today. So, one is married, the other one is in a co parenting situation, if you want to say. And it's just we're just talking about the difference between people having being in the two couples being together and raising a kid, and the other raising the kids in different households. And I always wanted to talk about this because I think I've got a bit of experience. If you are a subscriber and I know you, then you probably know my situation. If you're not, then just welcome to the channel. My name's Isaac. Subscribe to the channel, follow, like, subscribe. But just to be serious, I've been co-parenting for the longest. So my son, he's 12, and so I've been co-parenting since he was born. Unfortunately, but I've been doing that since he was born. And my story to other people's stories always different in terms of co-parenting. And I've just wanted to use this session to just touch upon co-parenting from my experience and how I think people could try and better their situation they're in. When it comes to co-parenting, I think it's a touchy subject to talk about based on everyone's situation. For my situation, it might be different from others, but I think I just want what I wanted to discuss today is to let people know the importance of co-parenting because I don't want to dive into people's everyone's situation is different, but the main thing when it comes to co-parenting is all about the child, and the most important thing is to always put a kid first, whatever you're doing. I've got friends of mine that can't see, they don't see their kids. I've got other friends that's married, but they don't have a say with regards to their kids. But mainly, I just want to talk about single parents, so single parenting in different households. For me, when it comes to co-parenting, there's three, I'll say, or four important things that you need to have. One is communication, regardless regardless how you broke up in that relationship. If you've got a child and you're co-parenting, I think the most important thing is to have great communication skills between both parties. And I'll say this because it avoids confrontation, it avoids argument, it avoids disappointment, it avoids the kid feeling left out or feeling blamed for the situation they're in. If, for example, I don't know, you live, let's say for the man, you have your kid every week, every weekend. Let's just say you have your kid every weekend, and you can't make it. I think it's always important to raise that. Let the partner, the other person, the mom or the dad, let them know you can't pick them up or because of whatever reason. You don't leave it till last minute just to say, "Do you know what, I can't make it." That's terrible. That would never work out. The reason why my co-parenting works so perfectly, and people always ask me, "You just got the best situation." I don't have the best situation. I just make sure things are done accordingly. That's how you put yourself in a good situation. It's just it's simple. It can be no sorry. It can be simple because some people just crazy, but it can be very simple if you both communicate effectively. So letting each other know if you can't pick up the child, you let them know. If you can't make certain appointments, you let them know. If you can't make to the school appointments, you let them know. And another thing I want to ask, also say, is not holding grudges. And the reason why some guys tend to think my baby mom was crazy or I don't know my partner's crazy is because you're holding grudges. If, for example, your I don't know your child's mom or your daughter's mom wants to go on holiday, for example, that's a prime example where people feel like they don't have to. It's their responsibility because they've gone on holiday. it's on them to make sure the kid is okay. No, it's not. It's not. Because if you both lived in the same household and the other person was traveling, I'm sure you will communicate that across, and someone else is going to look after the kid, one of the parents, and this also works when it comes to single parenting. The most important thing is to communicate and do not hold grudges, because you don't have one against the other person. Because oh yeah, do you know what? I want to travel. Let's say my son's mom wants to travel, and I'll be like, do you know, that's not my problem. It's not my time to have him, so you deal with it. It doesn't work like that. It's your child. You have to put your child first. So regardless what the mom's doing, if she wants to go out and you're free, look after your child. This is how you avoid drama. This is how, for me, I avoid drama and unnecessary argument. If she's going out and I'm at home, I'm not going to take care of the child. Why not? Why not? You don't need to hold tabs or grudges to say you can't do it because it's not my time. That will never work out. You know, that will never work out. So communication, not holding grudges. What else would I say? Supportive, support each other. Yes, you're not together, but you have to support each other in whatever you do, and that comes to the holding grudges. You have to let go of ego and support each other, because at the end of the day, it is about your child. And what you wouldn't want, in most cases, is for the child to feel the tension between both parents. Trust me, they do. They will feel it, because then they'll feel like it's their burden that this is happening. They'll feel like it is their fault that the parents are arguing. Because if you're arguing on the phone or with your partner in front of the child saying, it's your time to pick him up, it's my time to pick him up, trust me, the child will feel that it's their fault. So another way to avoid such drama is one, not to argue in front of the child if you can. Do that outside, do that on the phone without the child being present. Find a place to sit and communicate across effectively, and that will make things work out perfect. Two is also, and this also falls into grudges, is sticking to arrangements. Just stick to the plan, stick to the cause, stick to your plan, stick to what's been arranged at the beginning. That alone will avoid child support. It'll avoid being in the court system. It will avoid a lot of things the if you stick to what has been arranged and planned. And that's for my fellas, for my brothers out there. Also, another way to have a good co-parenting is to also be present. Just be present in your child, and that's for both partners. Whoever has the child, just be present in their life. Checking on the dad, the mom. If you guys have a good communication skills, you're not holding grudges. You got good communication skills, and you've moved on, regardless what happened amongst each other. Regardless what happened in that relationship, you moved on, or just be the bigger person. Check in on the person of the other parent as well. Check in on the other parent as well, because what tends to happen is the person with the child holds on a lot of stress, because they deal with the child 24/7. So if you're picking up your child just the weekend, you're like the front parent. You're like the front parent, really. So the most important thing is for, especially in most cases, it will be the mom that has the kid most of the time. It's for us fellas to check in on them. Just give them a call and just say, how you doing? How's things going for you? Just check in without just check in on them. How's the kid? Checking on how she's doing, her mental, how you could take some stress off her. It don't mean you need to get back with them, but there's ways to co-parent, and that alone will make the woman think that you do think about her in that way, in that way when it comes to the child. So yeah, I also say being present, not just giving money financially, but be present in the other parent's life if you can, if you can. 'Cause I know in some cases it's not like that. But if you can, be present in the other parent's life. You need to know what's happening in their life, who they're seeing, their partner, who's living. If they've got a partner, you need to be present. You need to know who lives with your child. You have to be present. You can't just pick your child every weekend and that's that. Be present. Get along if you can, and if you can, have a relationship with that partner, their partner too. If you can, I'm not saying go be best friends, but they live. Just the child lives with them, so you go check in. Go check in. Last but not least, what I would say is also just just put the child first. Put the child first, cause it will avoid all the things I've mentioned. If you put the child first, you'll be able to do everything that I've just touched on with effective communication, not holding grudges or not holding grudges, being present with your child in your child's life. All these things I've mentioned, and there's loads. There's loads. I just felt I had to just send this message across today because I didn't plan this conversation. I didn't plan it down. It's something that's heavy on my heart, and I just feel like a lot of people can avoid this sort of drama. I've been doing this, and it's not easy. It's not easy, but there is a way of making sure you have a healthy relationship with your, the other partner, with your co-parent partner. Just be present, and like I said, the most important thing is to put a child first, because even if it hurts you, that even if you hate your partner, if you put your child first, believe me, there's a lot of things you just overcome. Because at the end of the day, it is for your child. If she's troubling, if she can't make it, if you put your child first, you will go pick them up. If you put your child first, you will go to the parents' evening, the parents' events. You will go to because you're putting your child first. You're not thinking about the other partner. So yeah, that's that's my advice for today. You can leave a comment on what your experience is like if you are in that situation and how you can avoid it. Follow, like, and subscribe.